Go.
Alright, my name is Jason Gambrell. This is my culture speech, and here's my audience. Alright, here I go. There are many cultures in the world today, and a lot of us don't know much about other cultures than our own. If I asked you all about Mexican culture, in particular the holiday Day of the Dead, many of you would not know much about the holiday. Well, Day of the Dead has been a long tradition in Mexico, and several people have no idea what the holiday is all about, what they exactly do on this two-day holiday, and exactly where did this holiday all begin. Well, first let's discuss what the holiday is all about. Day of the Dead has a very special meaning to the people of Mexico. It is all about honoring the dead. The people in Mexico remember all the ones they loved and lost and celebrate their life they have lived. Mexican culture has other traditions and holidays, but this is their most important out of all of them. They invest more money and time into this holiday than any other. Also, on the Day of the Dead, it is believed that their loved ones' spirits come back for this special celebration every year to be with their family and celebrate. Now, all of you know the importance and meaning of this holiday, but what you may not know exactly what they do on this two-day event. Well, during this two-day holiday, the people of Mexico do a lot to honor the dead. People create beautiful altars in their home to honor the ones they have lost. Some families may let family and friends and neighbors in to show them the altars that they have created. Also, another thing they do is go to the graveyard and decorate the person they've lost, their gravesite. The way they decorate them is they may decorate them with flowers and a lot of candles that light up the graveyard. Also, they might even decorate them by putting the deceased's favorite food and drinks by their tombstone. Some families even hire musicians to walk through the graveyard to play the deceased's favorite songs and music. Many families choose to stay at the graveyard all night. The reason being is so that they tell funny stories about the ones they have lost to other people so they remember and know who they were. A few other things they do to honor the dead is have parties, have parades, and have family gatherings. We all know what the people of Mexico do on this very important holiday, but where did it exactly all begin? Well, this holiday started way back about 4,000 years ago, before Mexico even existed. Many other cultures used to live in what is now Mexico, such as the Olmecs, the Mayans, and the Aztecs. All those cultures had a strong belief system in the afterlife. The Aztecs would celebrate once a year for a whole entire month the death of their ancestors while honoring the goddess known as the Lady of the Dead. Now in 1521, the Aztecs were conquered by the Spaniards. The Spaniards tried to convert the Aztecs into their Catholic belief system, but it did not work. Instead, what happened is the Aztecs' belief system and the Spaniards intertwined together. The one-month Aztecs holiday became a two-day event. This two-day celebration corresponded with the two-day Catholic holiday known as All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, which took place on November 1st and November 2nd. This change that happened helped create the holiday known as Day of the Dead, that takes place now on November 1st and November 2nd. Now, finally, we all know the importance of this holiday in the Mexican culture. We know all the things they do on this holiday and where it all began. It's important because they honor the dead and all the ones they lost. They celebrate it by throwing parades, street parties, and decorating their grave sites. Where it all began in 1521 when the Spaniards conquered the Aztecs. Now, how I found out all this information from the holiday Day of the Dead was these three websites I used. I used SpanishAbout.com, MexicanSugarskull.com, and CelebrateTheDayOfTheDead.com. That's how I found all my information, and that is how all of you can read more about this holiday. Also, for my visual effect, this is a picture of them at the graveyard. All of them have candles, they decorate their gravesite, and they stay there all night and tell stories about the deceased so that people may remember them. And that is my speech. Is my audience still listening? Very good.